There have been at least 13 security breaches or attacks on custodial centers across the country since October 2020. The latest, which is the terrorist attack in the custodial center in Kuje, has raised several questions about the state of security of the facilities and other correctional facilities across the country. Sifon Essien reports.
The origin of what is now known as the Nigerian Correctional Service dates back to 1861, when the Western Type Prison was established. In 1872, the Broad Street Prison was established with an initial inmate capacity of 300. Currently, the Correctional Service oversees the activities of 244 prisons or custodial centers, many of which are between 100 to 150 years old.
Most of the facilities we have in the custodial centers are actually outdated. Some of them were built in the 1800s. In Bauchi State, I think about 3 custodial centers there were all built in the 1800s. Most of them now are old, outdated. You go to one of the largest custodial centers in Nigeria, the Port Harcourt prison, is actually built in the early 1900s.
As of July the 4th, the custodial centers across the country had a total population of 74,675 inmates, among them 52,714 awaiting trial. There have been at least 13 security breaches or attacks on custodial centers across the country since October 2020. Notable among them are the prison break by hoodlums under the guise of NSAS protest on 2 custodial centers in Bini and Oko, both in Edo State, on October the 19th, 2020. On April the 5th, 2021, gunmen attacked the custodial center in Owerri, the Imo State capital. July the 8th, 2021, witnessed the escape of inmates from the custodial center in Jos, the Plateau State capital. The custodial center in Kaba, Kogi State, came under attack on September the 13th, 2021. Another attack occurred, but this time it was on the Abolongo Custodial Center in Oyo State on October the 22nd, 2021. The ISWAP attack on the custodial center in Kuje is the latest in a string of attacks that has thrown up many questions about the state of security of the facilities across the country. This retired group captain conducted an independent assessment of the facility in Kuje in the wake of the attack.
The scanning I did, honest, I see a lot of physical security measures that are not in consonance with what is required for a facility that is holding very dangerous criminals like the Boko Haram insurgents.
Section 28, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Correctional Service Act 2019 states that, quote, there shall be provided monitoring devices to protect, control, and safeguard correctional activities, including observatory towers, double perimeter walls, closed-circuit television, body scanners, e-monitoring devices, electronically activated alarm systems, and other instruments of restraint. End of quote.
Since the passage of that act, how many of these equipments, security equipments and gadgets have been provided for the custodial centers?
During the visit to the breached facility by the President of the Senate, who raised concerns similar to those raised by President Buhari, it emerged that the closed-circuit television at the facility was not working. There was no motion detection alarm system, and the perimeter walls fell far short of standards.
The place looked derelict. The place looked unkempt. The place looks, so dark that, in fact, even the setup encourages an attacker to attack that place. Because in security, that's what is called crime prevention through environmental design.
If you have a buffer zone, security buffer zone in custodial center, means that once you are coming close there and you have alarm systems, once you are breached or get close to the buffer zone, the alarm systems will go off, indicating that someone is actually crossing where he or she is not supposed to cross. All of those things are not there.
There are also questions as to why the medium security custodial center was used to hold high-profile Boko Haram inmates who have now been declared wanted by the service.
Maximum tells you that this is where you keep people whose security risk or threat is higher. So what it means is that Anybody you are putting there is somebody who you know that this person's risk of actually breaking out is high, or the offense the person committed is very high, and the person needs to be kept closely monitored. Ideally, it is not right for you to keep people who, as it were, are dangerous, assumed or alleged dangerous offenders in a place. If you must do that, it simply means that you must be able to reinforce your security. You must be able to double the security you have to ensure that even if you are keeping them in a medium security facility, that they have maximum security to be able to ensure that nothing can go wrong.
The 68 Boko Haram escapees, according to the service and other Nigerians, pose grave danger to the peace and security of the country. There are agitations for the federal government to take resilient actions.
We stand to condemn the recent jailbreak by ISWAP, terrorist group, leading to the release of suspected dangerous elements into our society, though further heightening the insecurity precipitation. We urge the government to live up to their responsibility and double their effort to stem this tide.
For those residing within the vicinity of the custodial center in Kuje, the incident of July the 5th is one they would not forget in a hurry. Sifon Esien, TVC News, Abuja.